there is such an opportunity if people recognize where their role is, that they can be part of a founding organization and be an entrepreneur on an entrepreneurial team, even if they're not employee number one.
I've heard you talk a lot about the types of entrepreneurs people are. So I think a lot of people think that they have to be a number one guy. They have to start the company. They have to build. They have to be this overwhelming force of everything. And you sort of break it down to it not being that, right? So would you consider yourself more of a visionary, more of a operations guy? I see you as more of a visionary, big picture, starting and building things, and then finding the people to fit the roles that maybe are your weaknesses or don't match your strengths. What do you have to say about that?
I agree. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not your operator. I'm really good if we're sitting here today and an idea gets brought up and there isn't a company to do it or we think we can do it better. I'm really, really good at taking a concept from in my head or in your head or in our head, collective heads, building out what's necessary to get it to scale, getting it all the way through, and then building a team that can actually operate and take it to the next level.
Right.
And so to the point of what you said, I think that there is a clear distinction, and that's where people get stuck because entrepreneurship has been glorified over the last handful of years, especially with social media. And so we have this world now where everyone thinks it's sexy to be a founder.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need to go to college. Like now there's these schools of entrepreneurship where I speak at a lot, even Lavin at San Diego State. And they're teaching everyone to start a company. What they failed, in my opinion, to deliver, and what I think these students need to learn is starting a company is one skill. It's like being on a baseball team. There's only one starting pitcher, but that doesn't mean the second baseman isn't part of that team and isn't going to win a championship. And there is such a opportunity if people recognize where their role is, that they can be part of a founding organization and be an entrepreneur on an entrepreneurial team, even if they're not employee number one.
Right.
They're employee number 4, number 5. My team is filled with them. I mean, the studio we're sitting in, like my COO, Eric Hansen, he's not the guy who probably is going to start the company, but he's definitely the guy who's going to take the idea alongside whoever and make it exponentially better to a point that wouldn't probably happen without him. So he's just as much of an entrepreneurial mind as the person who started the company. It's just the skills are different because if you're not, for me, what I'm really good at is building a team,
right,
attracting the talent, building a culture, finding the resources, working with investors, delivering message to the street, sales, and all that front end stuff, which is very important for a startup. If that's not your skill set, if you're an operational minded human, sales is not your bag. Investor relations is probably not your bag. Getting people to buy into your amazing concept, no matter how amazing it is probably not your bag. So you may fail as a founder because you couldn't bring in the money, you couldn't bring in the team, or you can't sell the product, even though your idea and your company was probably better than ones that are surviving.
Right.
And we all know shitty salespeople can sell bad products.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a danger, right? And it's something that I've even had to learn throughout my years of selling is to not back end sell, manipulate, and use that skill in the wrong.
Right.
Because my goal is never to sell someone a bag of goods.
Yeah.
So together, we build a dream team. I'm nothing but my team. I'm not a solopreneur, which is another kind of entrepreneur, right? The solopreneur is someone who has a specific service that they're offering that they can deliver on 100%. They don't need anybody else. And a lot of times you see that in software. Like Zuckerberg was kind of a solopreneur for a while with Facebook. He could code the whole thing. He didn't need a sales and marketing arm, and it was such a revolutionary, disruptive product.
Right.
It attracted everything on its own. But if he had to go out and deliver with his personality, without that Facebook brain mind behind it, it wasn't going to work.
Right.
So I think that we are caught up right now in this world where we've glorified entrepreneurship instead of recognizing that, no, let's glorify the common mission and say, do you want to be part of a bigger company with all of the guardrails defined and you want to take a job and grow with inside a big bureaucracy and that's what you want and you're comfortable with? Or do you want to have more blank paper? Because in my company, if you want to work with me in the company I start, you better be entrepreneurial minded because I'm not giving you the roadmap. I'm not telling you this is how you have to do your job. I'm saying we're trying to go here. Your job is to figure out through your kind of role on the team how we get there. And as long as we all agree where we're going, we can build something incredible. And so I'm surrounded by entrepreneurial minds on my team.
Right.
And I'm just another entrepreneurial mind. I just happen to be the founding face. but it doesn't mean that I'm here on my own.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. If you like content like this, go to the description below. The full video should be there. And do not forget to like and subscribe. 97% of the people that watch this channel are unsubscribed, so please hit that subscribe button. It does a lot for the channel, and it gives you more content like this. Have a good one.